Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, a little change up from the usual fare, a detective story that tells the horrors of the corrupt and the wealthy. Tonight's movie, The Suspicious Death of a Minor.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to the horror of Halloween that takes place over 31 nights. Otherwise known as the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Hope is all lost, or hope is lost all. All hope is lost. Lost is hope all. I guess. I don't know. I was just trying to do the whole reversey thing. It didn't work out. I'm sorry. It's just, sometimes you just have to throw things out until it sticks. And like me and my channel, I just throw things out and nothing sticks because that's the way it is. Well, I mean, technically some things stick, but then YouTube goes, nah, inappropriate. That is an inappropriate thing. You're not allowed to be popular. No. No. We already have enough popular nobodies. We don't need you to be popular too. Anyways, my nose. So tonight, I'm going to review another giallo, another Italiano giallo. And this one is, I'm stretching the horror genre once again, but that's one of the things about giallos is that a lot of them do lean into the horror aspects, but some of them more lean toward the police investigation, crime drama, and this one does, but it is a very excellent movie. And when I watched it, I'm like going, wow, this is awesome. This is great. I want to tell the world about it. And so I will, because this is my platform. I get to do whatever the fuck I want, right? Yeah, exactly. What you gonna do, bitches? You ain't gonna do nothing, bitches. Nuh-uh. You ain't gonna do nothing. Nope, no how, no way. Alright, so let's get to this review. And that is Sergio Martino's, I dare say, masterpiece. The Suspicious Death of a Minor. So what is The Suspicious Death of a Minor? Oh man, this thing is definitely kind of rattling around in there, but whatever. Hopefully that doesn't, do things. My goodness, I'm going to take it out. Look, on the inside you got the Italian Morte sospetta di una minorenne. Yes, so there we go. I'm going to gently place that disc down there. All right. Hey, look. Okay, so anyways, there. So what is The Suspicious Death of a Minor about? Well, it starts off with this woman, and she's at this, looks like a party, whatever, people are dancing, and there's this guy with these, reflective glasses, kind of like stalking her. And so she starts dancing with this guy who appears to be quite the jerk. I mean, he is like making sexual advances at her. He's talking about how we should get together. Anyways, he's acting kind of like a real sleazeball. Anyways, she kind of dances with him to try to get the one guy off of him. And then she kind of runs away, and he runs after her, and man, she's just being stalked everywhere she goes by this man, and she thinks, and he does catch up and starts attacking her, but she manages to get away, and she thinks that she gets away and goes to her hotel room, and oh no, nope, he knows where she is, and he's there and slices her throat and leaves her for dead. And so now the police are going what's going on? Why is this girl dead? Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, we come back to this sleazy guy, and we find out that this sleazy guy is actually an undercover special agent operative, and he has actually been working this case and has actually been following this girl because apparently there is some weird things going on, some illegal activities, generally in the prostitution ring and of maybe the trafficking of underage girls for the purpose of prostitution, which honestly is kind of a thing that's going on in real life today. That's a big concern. And look, it was a thing back there in the 70s when this movie came out. Anyways, so he is investigating this death as well as this network that seems to be trafficking in not only minors but also involved in other crimes like kidnapping and extortion. Anyways, through his investigation, he starts to unravel a conspiracy that might lead to very powerful people, and those powerful people don't want him to, figure shit out. And so it's time to kill a bunch of people to cover up the tracks and maybe even kill him. So will he be able to crack the case and figure out what's going on, or will the body count have him included amongst them, whatever. So let's get to the score, shall we? Violence and gore. I am going to give this a 2 out of 5. There are some interesting kills in there. The throat slashing and oh man, the one lady, she just gets stabbed multiple times. Poor girl. This is kind of a really brutal strangulation. And some people get shot. But for the most part, nothing too bloody, nothing too gory. But man, that hired killer guy, man, he is kind of like Terminator-esque, honestly, in the vibes that I get from him. Anyways, 2 out of 5. Moving on to shock value, and I'm going to give this a 1.5 out of 5. Some of the shock is in some of the character reveals and like what's going on in the underworld, but honestly, nothing too super shocking. Very light. 1.5 out of 5. Moving on to plot, and I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Look, whoever made this character, he is written beautifully. He is this guy. He's got like the slick wit of a criminal, and yet he is also the good guy, the protagonist, and he started off very sleazy and scumbaggy, but man, you realize that he's just playing acts, and he's actually really smooth operator, really smart. He's probably like the smartest guy in the movie, it feels, and he is really really determined to figure stuff out. And there is this sort of like line, about this line between corruption and things like that. And this movie does a really good job of exposing the seedy underbelly of crime in the Italian city, I believe, of Milan, because I think one of the titles is Violent Milan or something. Anyways, let's just say it is really well done and an intriguing story that really keeps you in there, even though it doesn't have a lot of the lascivious violence and gore that some other giallos have. So, or gialli, I guess, is the proper term. Gialli, plural form of giallo. Anyways, 4 out of 5. Moving on to acting, I'm also giving this a 4 out of 5. Stupendous job by the main character, which I don't know if was it Claudio Casanelli, I believe is his name. He does a great job, and I think the supporting cast also do a pretty good job. Though some of the characters are a little bumbling, a little bit comic relief, so they're played up a little bit like for that. But also the Terminator character, yeah, he definitely comes off as the silent, menacing killer who uses a blade, uses a gun, uses his mitts. He definitely fits the giallo mold. even though he's not masked, the glasses really, give him that ominous, mysterious killer vibe. And like I said, it reminds me of the Terminator because of like just the way he's. So I think that was great. So 4 out of 5 for acting. Moving on to nudity, and I'm giving this a 2 out of 5. You deal with prostitutions, you get some boobs. And one, scene with a prostitute lasts a little bit long, and she's just kind of topless in the whole scene for the most part. So whatever. Yeah, 2 out of 5. Decent. Moving on to enjoyment factor, and of course I am just gonna. It's my favorite score to give for a movie that I enjoy. Is a 4 out of 5. Yes, I would have loved it to be a little bit more leaning into the horror genre, a little bit more violent, a little bit more bloody, a little bit more shock and scare. But that being said, it is still a very engrossing, smart movie. It is fun. It is funny. It's got, like I said, it's smart, so it's got wit. It hits the right things, and it's intriguing, and it's entertaining, and it doesn't need all that other stuff to keep you involved, which is just a testament of how good the movie is written, how well it's produced, and how well it's acted, and how good the characters are, as well as the story. So it's one of those where you're watching it and you're going like, oh, this is really good. I'm digging this. This is really good, And so I wanted to talk about it, and I am. And of course, my overall impression is also a 4 out of 5. This is a movie that I would suggest to just movie fans in general. Especially since it's very not horror-esque. It's you would call it kind of horror-like, but I'm including this because it is a giallo, and a giallo does touch upon the horror elements, and you could say that this stalking killer is kind of like this a slasher type of thing, and maybe also the horrific realities of men in power, and women in power, but people in power who abuse that power to get things that they want, especially if they're things that are illegal and immoral. It's like the whole idea of trafficking in young girls for their sexual gratification. That's just that's bad. That's bad. If I newsflash, if I have to tell you that that's bad, then you might have to think about things. I don't know, but newsflash, people, that's bad. That's wrong. That's why Jeffrey Epstein, P. Diddy, all that stuff, just so the movie is relevant today. And I think it's important to point that out. And another reason why I'm reviewing this, even if it isn't horror. I mean, there are the horrors of what humans do to each other, and this is an example of that. Anyways, so are you buying how much I'm stretching this? I guess I don't know. Anyways, I can do what I want. It's my channel. I can do what I want. 4 out of 5 overall impression, and that averages out to a 3.1 out of 5, which is very good score considering not a lot of bonus points being scored, and that just tells you that it's got a good story, good acting, and it's very enjoyable, and that's exactly what this is. So there you have it, The Suspicious Death of a Minor, plus it has an ending that I love, and so there you go, Sergio Martino. I've seen a few of his films, and so far this is the best of them. But I do have some others that I need to watch. But still, so far, bravo. Great film. And yeah, I know. Some people will complain because, it's the horror, man. It's the horror. The horror. I need Chucky. I need Freddy Krueger. where is Jason? You know, can't please everyone. In fact, you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing nobody. And that is my love life. Why? Well, oh yeah, because I spend my life with movies instead of, I don't know, being attractive. Anyways, one day there's going to be some woman's going to be like, look, I might not want to get with his bud, but I want to get with his collection. And you know what, ladies? The number one way to get to the collection is... I'm saying my heart. I'm saying my heart, people. I'm saying my heart. I don't know what everyone else is thinking. Now, you got to win my heart if you're going to win my collection. Yeah. All right. I'm crazy. I'm nuts. I'm lost. Everything's gone. We are in the final stretches. So yeah, I mean, I've lost all bearing on reality. Anyways, so thank you for watching another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, leave a notification. My God, like ring the notification bell. Help me, please. My mind is gone. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Anyways, that's a song, by the way, people. Yeah, Philistines. Anyways, so thank you again for watching another episode of 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, and I will see you next time. And remember, internet, to stay scary and stay sexy, and always check ID. Always check ID, because you never know when you're gonna be breaking the law. Anyways, yeah. Oh man. Yes. Also, you know, if you're being attacked by a professional killer and you happen to like throw a pot of boiling water on that killer to sort of like disable them a little bit, instead of like, you know, feebly trying to run away, you've still got that pot. Start beating the ever-loving shit out of that motherfucker. Just like, and then of course, like, you're in the kitchen, there's knives everywhere. Grab a knife, just jab. Or even better, like, you know, he took his glasses are off, man. Put your thumbs through his eyes. I know, you're scared and you think you can escape, but guess what? You're not gonna escape. He's gonna choke you out. He's gonna choke a bitch out. You're gonna be dead on the floor, drooling and everything, and it's because you had the opportunity to take care of business, and what did you do? You fucked it up. Yeah, okay.